Well, that would be nice if I added myself to the stage. That is awesome, Cassie. Yeah, it would have been nice if I added myself to the stage. Then you could hear me. Oh, God. Hello, Steve. Hello, lottery winners. How's everybody doing this morning? Yeah, sometimes I'm a dork. Hello, Susanna. How are you? Mike Rizzo. What are you doing in Jacksonville this morning? I was supposed to be asleep already. You're just getting into bed. I was supposed to be asleep already, but uh, I got caught watching a video that piqued my interest because it happened here in Georgia. And it was a lawyer showing on YouTube, showing this video and commenting on it. And the first comment I left on his video was, "You are not much of an attorney." Bean, how are you? Hello, Donna. Hello, Maria. Hello, Tara. Hi, Francesca. How are you? I will not go to bed. Donna, thank you for being a member for 11 months. That is so awesome. You're getting ready for bed? I saw what she said. Why don't she come up on the panel and tell me that? So the video was about this guy in Georgia, in Savannah, who represented him, or who, I don't use the word represent, who presented his own case before the court. There was a, what do they uh, call those paid defenders that there was a public defender. Hello, Manilow. There was a public defender assigned to his case, but he politely rejected her. Thank you, Steve. And he presented his own case.
Dad, go to bed.
Oh, Frankie, what's up?
Not much, Dad. We're getting ready for bed. We Tyler and I gotta be up in the morning.
Yeah, I got an appointment at 12:30 to do a lung screening.
Okay. This
And
unrelated to this is unrelated to everything else.
no, this is separate.
Okay.
I'll get back to you on that, Cassie. Yeah, so watching this guy present his case in court, it was here in Georgia in Savannah, and I would say he did a pretty good job. Uh, except as soon as the judge started asking the cop questions, I would have objected and the case would have been over. That's how fast the case would have gone for me. And your mother says she loves you. Oh, she's got her mic muted.
I love her too.
Yeah, your mother will get off in another couple hours, I think.
Yeah. I don't have work tomorrow, Mom. I'm off Mondays.
See, she's off tomorrow.
No, I go to get my shot tomorrow, but Tyler has to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah, he better go to bed.
Yeah. You had to get up 2 hours early just to go out, just to be on time.
See, and I was gonna go to bed earlier, but then I got caught watching this video.
Oh.
White Fang, how are you? And you know me, uh, when it comes to cases, I just can't get away from them.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I'm just going to the hospital on the 12th, by the way.
Tyler, how are you?
Hey. Dad's asking, how are you?
I'm all right. Just, man, a little overstimulated, a little overwhelmed.
We had some, my sister, or his sister is in the hospital right now.
Why? What's wrong?
I guess she may have been like really dehydrated and maybe.
No, she's got damage between her bladder and her uterus.
Oh,
So that's probably what's going
and she's currently 7 months pregnant, so
Mm,
on. Really.
it was a little bit of a scare today.
I can imagine. I hope she's doing better now.
I think she's still in the hospital. My brother-in-law and my nieces are at home, so he's just trying to hold down the fort while she's in the hospital.
Right. Hi, Daniel Berry Sports. How are you? Good morning, everybody. So I had to tell that lawyer a thing or two in the comments and not subscribe to his channel because he wasn't worthy of it. God, I hate lawyers. They think they know everything. Well, Frankie, why don't you go ahead and go to sleep? Get yourself some rest.
That's what I'm gonna go ahead and do when we're shutting everything down now. So
Maybe I'll take a little nap when your mother gets home.
there you go. My
I said
mom can go to
maybe.
sleep. She can go to sleep right away when she gets home, then sleep
Yeah,
for a
that's
few hours, and then go to your appointment.
that's the only good part. She can when she comes home, she can go to sleep.
Yeah, since she
She
doesn't have
doesn't
to
have
drive
to,
Larry to school.
yeah, or wake anybody up or
Mm-hmm.
that is
All right, Dad.
awesome.
All
All
right,
right,
Dad. I love you.
I love you too. You guys have a good night
We will.
and watch out for them bears.
Oh, yeah. It's like It's still pretty bright out, even at almost midnight. So, I mean, yeah, they're out and about.
All right, Maria, you go back to work. Hello, Stewie.
All right, love you, Mom. Good night.
All right, the stage is open for anyone who wants to come up. I have pinned the link. Granite State Scratcher, good morning. Oh my God, I didn't expect you to be awake. Although knowing you, you're getting ready for work. I know it's 1 p.m. by you, Stewie. All right, Maria, I'll see you when you get home. So I was looking at, the news, which I shouldn't. A terrorist attack in Boulder, Colorado, a mass shooting in North Carolina. And Sarah was at the scene of them both. No updates yet, Stewie. Still waiting on my vascular surgeon to give me a date for my surgery. He says he wanted to get it done in a hurry, but uh, one person was killed and 12 people were shot. Oh, I'm sorry, Sarah. I didn't mean to blow your cover. And in Boulder, Colorado, a terrorist went after Jewish people with a homemade flamethrower. Savior, how are you? Good morning to you. Maria has already left to go back to work. No, we're not doing marbles. I know you were. Yeah, granted, Sarah asked me if you also do marbles, and I said yes. Actually, Granite State is the one who taught me everything I know about marbles. All right, Xavier, you get some sleep. I actually didn't expect anybody to come in here. I thought everybody would be sleeping. Yeah, Granite is an awesome guy, and when he gets a chance to do marbles, he does marbles. He also does other games too. Thank you, Xavier. Thank you, Sarah. Boss, how are you? Good morning. So the news ain't looking too good this morning. I'm looking at this website. It's called Artistly. It says produce stunning images, logos, and art with just a keyword using AI for your brand, social media, or commercial projects. I'm thinking of getting this. Oh, it just might, Sarah. I don't know when my voice has ever been calm. I mean, during sex, I yell and scream, and I just wish Maria was there to hear it. Oh, is that right, Bean? They are? You think so, Sarah? Nobody found that joke funny, huh? All right. Well, I won't quit my day job. I mean, it's got a one-time price of $49. I think I got that much in my Cash App. Let me see. Nope, I only got $44 in my Cash App. Well, the other day I was trying to fall asleep on Ruffy's panel, but my foot was in so much pain I just couldn't fall asleep. Right now, right now, my foot isn't too bad. Let's see here. Mike Rizzo,
Good morning, everybody.
how are you? Thank you, Xavier. I didn't sneeze, I coughed.
All right, let's see what's going on here.
Yeah, Sarah thinks I'm going to take it easy during sex. You have sex with me, you get it rough.
All right,
How are you doing this morning?
trying to figure this out.
It takes a minute, but once you do, you're all good. Well, we can hear you, so that's a good sign.
Can you see me?
Oh, they can see you.
Okay,
I can see you.
I'm almost there. I can only see the. Oh, wait a minute. Now this is weird. I can see the chat and I can interact with the chat.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think I can. Hey, let me see.
All right, lottery winners, you have a good night. Get some sleep.
Yeah, I can interact with the chat as well. Wow, man, this is
Yeah.
pretty cool. This is pretty cool.
Are you on your phone?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. I
I
gotta plug
can't.
in my.
I can't actually see the. All I can see is the chat.
Oh, that's all right. You don't need to see inside the panel. Larry, do me a favor. My iPhone cord is down on the floor. Can you grab it for me? Right here. Oh, there we go.
All right. Yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm doing well. Xavier Snake, Sarah, hello. Good morning. You know, Beanie, I actually don't have my cowboy hat with me. It's in Georgia, but it's on its way here to Florida. My goddaughter, when I left Georgia, she begged me not to leave, and I had to give up a couple of things. I had to give up my Levi's jacket. I have a blue jean Levi's jacket that I bought new in 1979, and had to leave that. I had to leave my cowboy hat and a pair of cowboy boots. And I told her that the next time I'd seen her, that she'd have to bring them to me. And she's coming for a visit this week, so
So
I'll
what?
see her.
So what part of Florida did you move to?
I'm in Jacksonville.
Okay.
Yeah. So, that's kind of a long story. I should have been in a different part of Florida, but I ended up in Jacksonville. And the very first place I walked into for a job hired me. So,
Really?
yeah. So, and I took the job because it's a big company, and I said, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to settle in right here at least for a little bit until I get established enough to see if they can transfer me maybe to Orlando area is where I want to be.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because Maria and we used to live in Lakeland.
Yeah, I know where that is.
Well, we lived in Mulberry, we lived in Lakeland, we lived in Sarasota for a little bit.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
before we moved to Georgia, we were in Lakeland.
okay. Yeah, I lived in St. Cloud, which is it kind of it borders Kissimmee and Orlando.
Right.
And I was there for probably about 13, 14 years before I moved to Georgia. But
Well,
but
we
I
were
ended up in Jacksonville.
yeah, we were in Lakeland until 2004. I was working for Publix, and um, they opened up a new warehouse here in Decula, and I got a job uh, as inventory control coordinator, and so they moved all our stuff out here for free.
Oh, nice. They
And
relocated. Yeah, that's nice. Did they move the honeybees as well?
I didn't have the honeybees at the time,
Oh, I was
but
like, man, I'd have to say no on that one. I'm not moving no honeybees.
they would not move. They would not take my slot machines. I had
Oh,
to put
wow.
those in our van.
Damn.
They said no gambling devices.
Well, you should have said they're not gambling devices, they're entertainment devices. Wonder if you could get away
That's
with
not
that.
how they saw it.
So y'all can see me?
Oh yeah, I can see you.
I'm
Nice
drinking my
Georgia cup.
coffee. Yeah, I'm drinking my coffee out of my Georgia cup.
Yeah, I haven't started my coffee maker yet. Maria's already got it set, but uh, I don't like to start it too early because I usually wait for her to come home to make me a cup. And I'm just too freaking lazy to do it.
Is it just me or is the chat not moving?
No, the chat's not moving.
Oh,
That's
okay.
that's because nobody's typing. And I'll be
I
right back.
see.
I gotta run to the bathroom.
There's Joe Arcade. Okay.
Joe.
Welcome in, Joe Arcade. Granite State, good morning. Yeah, normally you wouldn't see me on one of these panels, but Jim was talking about a case that he was watching, and I decided to pipe in. But I'm actually getting ready to head into work here very shortly. I have to leave in about 15 minutes or so. Oh yeah. Monday is supposed to be my off day, but they asked me if I'd come in and work, and then after I get a couple of big projects finished, I can take off. But it's going to take me about 10 hours to get this shit done. So it is what it is. I don't care. I'm getting paid, so that's all that matters. But yeah, my normal hours are anywhere from 5:30 to 5:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. or 10 to 6. It just depends on what I'm doing. Hello, good morning, Ruby Fisher. So in case you're wondering what I do maintenance is my main job. I do maintenance in a hotel. But on 2 mornings on the week, I cover for the kitchen lady that sets up the buffet, the morning buffet for everybody. So she gets 2 days off. I cover her shift for 2 days. And as soon as I'm done working her shift, I do a full shift of what I do. There was 2 maintenance guys, but the other maintenance guy quit. I was finding too many of the things that he just kind of jerry rigged up. And at our big team meeting, I called him out on it. I said, "Look, there's so many things wrong that I don't even want to be here." Excuse me. And I'll tell you some of the things that I found wrong. Yeah,
What
I hear
channel
you.
is it? What channel is that, Bean?
Yeah, I hear you, Jenna. Anyhow, I was finding just so many things wrong. In my first week on the job, this guy, this is a true story, y'all. So, his first week on the job, he asked me if I would pressure wash this little area because the manager had been on him for like 2 months and he couldn't figure out where to put the gasoline into the pressure washer. And I said, just set the pressure washer up and hook the water hose up to the water. And I said, I'll go out there and check it out. I'll be able to figure it out. And I get out there and I really thought the guy was just messing with me, you know. He was like, yeah, he goes, can't figure out where to put the gas in. The thing doesn't have a spark plug. There's no air filter. I can't figure this out, man. And I looked at the guy. I was like, what is this guy talking about? And he said, so where do you put the gas in? And I said, bro, you see this electrical cord that's attached? And he
I
says,
knew it.
yeah. And I said, it's electric. It doesn't take gas. And I unwound the cord, plugged it up into the wall, and it fired right up. And
Was he working maintenance?
yes, he was the head of
Oh
maintenance.
God.
Yeah, he was the head of maintenance. I was like, bruh. Yeah, but I don't know if any of you are familiar with doing drywall work or anything like this, but on
Oh
every
yeah, I used to
Okay.
hang drywall.
Okay, so you know what corner bead is. Okay, so yeah, the corner bead is you've got every. I'm gonna turn here.
Right.
Right here. This area right here, that edge, all edges like that where drywall is, you have corner bead that you put in. And you go from ceiling to the floor or to the baseboard, and you screw it in. When you mud it all in with drywall mud and sand it all down, you never see it. You never know it's there. Well, a piece had come loose in one of the rooms. He didn't know how to repair it, so he just shot self-tapping screws all the way down. I mean, literally all the way down. And there was, I think I counted 16 self-tapping screws from ceiling to floor.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and just left it like that. You know, so all the paint came loose, and all you see is like little screws and a piece of corner bead all the way down. I took pictures of it. I gave it to my manager, and she was like, "What the hell is this?" I said, "This is your handyman." Yeah.
Oh, hang on a second. I gotta let Joe up here. Hey Joe.
Hey, sorry
Hey,
I
Joe,
didn't say I
mind.
was coming up. I just needed to sort a couple of little bits out and get my drink.
So did you have to repair that?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Mike?
Yeah. I couldn't leave it like that. Man, that would have drove me crazy knowing it was there in a room.
Yeah.
basically all the rooms.
I do not know who you are, Rocky Block. Hello, Jim64. So I'm not letting you up here until you type something in the chat.
But yeah, it's yeah, you know, anything that any of the guests have to look at, you know, is going to reflect on, you know, on us. So
Right.
anything that I can fix or make look right again, that's what I do. But, and that's what I did at my last job. We did maintenance, but we did it on a much higher level. You know, we'd tear out we'd do a whole demo on an apartment and then put it back together. So I hear you. Well, he actually quit last week
And
because
Julius, I don't know who you are. Type something in the chat. Otherwise, I'm not letting you up.
yeah, there's just a lot of things. I'm still finding stuff. Like there was a power box that an outlet box that had come loose and popped away from the wall. And when I went into a room to do something else, and I seen it, and I went over and touched it, and it pulled out farther towards me, away from the wall. And what this fella had did was around the casing that holds the outlet, he put duct tape around it so thick, and then pushed it snug against the wall so it would hold in place of just putting a new base plate on it and 2 new screws.
Oh my God. Oh, I
Yeah.
will, Sarah. Don't worry.
I was like, man, I think we can be shut down for something like that. And
And hello, Susan Morris. And
Susan,
I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready to install shelves in my garage.
morning, Susan Morris.
Hi,
But,
Susan.
Jim64, welcome in. Now this studio is a little bit different than the last one I did. The
Oh, is that right?
the last one I did, I could see everybody in the studio and I could see all the chat, but I couldn't chat. This one I can chat, but I can't see anybody in the studio.
Yeah, well, if you want to look at the chat, you don't have to see anybody in the studio because you know everybody that's up there.
Yeah, yeah.
Now,
Well, I'd rather see the chat, to be honest, because I can actually interact with the chat. I can chat if
yeah.
yeah.
Now, when you do it on a computer, like I just did it tonight, you can actually see both.
I see. Very interesting. Yeah, I kind of like I like the idea of the StreamYard. Sitting
I
on the
don't. I'm not
panel.
happy. I don't. I'm not happy with StreamYard.
That's what this is, right? StreamYard?
Yeah, this is StreamYard.
Okay. I saw another one as well. I can't remember what the name of it was. It's basically the same kind of setup, but it's not StreamYard. But I don't think it was. I don't think I liked it as much as I do like StreamYard. So I'm on my second cup of coffee.
I gotta have a woman make mine. Sarah, where you at?
So you must working in hotels. You must have seen some really bizarre things.
Yeah, I've seen. I've no. I've only been here for a couple of months, but before this, I worked in Georgia, and we did a lot of like high rise apartments in Atlanta, and I've seen some craziness in Atlanta. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I say craziness, we've, the company that I used to work for, we dealt with everything from mold damage to, mold, fire, flood damage. We do hazmat cleanup, which includes cleanup after a suicide. And I've seen some really bad stuff.
Well,
Yeah,
now
I
that you're
can
in Florida,
imagine.
now that you're in Florida, maybe you could do some work at P. Diddy's house.
Yeah, but yeah, the worst part of my last job was dealing with suicides. It was pretty bad. I'm
Yeah.
like the only, there was 12, 13, 14 of us that worked there, including the owner, and none of them with, there was only like one other guy other than me that could go into places where somebody, where they already removed the body, but we go in and
Yeah.
take out the walls, the flooring, we remove everything and dispose of it.
Yeah.
The smell is something you'll never forget. If you smell it one time, you'll never forget that smell.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
and the first
Especially if
time,
they've been there for a while. Good night, Susan.
yeah, it's pretty terrible. But it didn't really. But the very first time I experienced it through this company, I was like, I knew what the smell was. I said, well, I know what
Yeah.
this smell is, and nobody could even go inside. It was pretty bad though. It was really, the guy had been in there like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So
That would have
yeah,
been really, really bad.
yes, it
Yeah,
was.
you know what's good to use for that is Vicks Vapor Rub.
Yeah, you put Vicks under you put Vicks
Yep,
vapor rub right under your nose,
yep.
and but it doesn't really bother me because I know the smell now. I knew the smell then, so I was just like whatever.
Jim 64, you have a good night.
Good night, Jim.
Edinburgh Castle. Yeah, I would remodel anything that I'm getting paid. That's all that matters. Yeah.
I stay in a lot of hotels because of travel and for things like concerts that my mum and family go to. So I've been
Remember,
to a lot of hotels, some good, some not so good.
remember in Ghostbusters, uh, when that black guy, I can't remember his name, when he was applying with the Ghostbusters, and she asked him, "Do you believe in?" And she's reading off all his stuff, and he says, "If it comes with a paycheck, I'll believe anything you say."
Yeah. Yep. Well, where I'm at now, I just knew I needed to pick up something kind of quick and, or just make some money enough to figure out what I wanted to do. But my
Yeah.
first 2 weeks on the job, I didn't get any days off. And my like third week on the job, couple weeks in a row, they gave me 2 off days. And now I'm down to where I get 1 off day a week. I'm getting probably right about 65 hours a week.
Hey,
Yeah.
you never know. After a month, they may make you a head maintenance guy.
I'm the only maintenance guy.
There you go. You
Yeah,
got it already.
so I am the head of maintenance. Yeah, but yeah, it's not rocket science. It's if you look at a problem when you see it and take care of it, then
Yep.
and these places really don't have, it's a new building. It's only 3 years old, so there's not a lot of real major problems.
How many units in it?
There's 120 rooms.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's 5
they-
floors.
Are they condos or are they
Well,
like
it's
renting
it-
apartments?
it's a Marriott Hotel.
Oh, Marriott Hotel. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so yeah, and it's pretty nice. The people that work there are they're a little different, you know. They're the hospitality industry is it takes a particular kind of person to work in hospitality. So
Yeah, you have to be insane.
yeah, you got that right, brother. But
Can I get a wake up call for 7 o'clock? Don't go to sleep.
yeah, exactly. All right, Sarah. Well, thank you for being here.
Take care, Sarah.
Have a great evening. In fact, I'm getting ready to jump off of here because I have to leave for work as well. Thankfully, where I'm living is literally I have like a 18 speed mountain bike. I ride it to work. It takes me about a minute and a half on my mountain bike to get to work. If
No,
I'm
that's not bad.
if I'm hustling and riding my bike really fast, I can make it there in less than a minute.
Mm.
Sarah,
But-
I have to sing you a song before you go. If you leave me now, you take away the biggest part of me. Ooh, don't, baby, please don't go. All right, good night, Sarah. It's all the singing you're getting from me tonight.
Well, you're a brave man, Jim, because I can't carry a tune in a wheelbarrow. So
Well,
Yeah.
well, Maria, she sings like a hinge.
yeah, I can't sing.
How many times I've tried to get Maria to do a duet with me?
I mean, I've tried to, I've done karaoke a couple times, but yeah, I'm not tone deaf. I just can't carry a tune. I can't carry a note.
Believe it or not, I have never done karaoke.
Yeah.
I've never done it.
Well, the 3 times that I've done it, I've had a lot of alcohol. it takes
Well, you need a lot of alcohol to do it.
it takes a lot of alcohol for me to do it.
Mm.
Well, hey y'all, thanks for having me on. I've got to get going. So
Hey, Mike, anytime you want to come up, that's fine.
all right. Well, I had a good time. Thank y'all. Y'all have a great rest of the day. Get some sleep if you haven't yet, and I'll be back around online in a few hours.
All right, you have a good day at work.
Thank you. Y'all
Stay
have a good
safe.
one. Thank y'all. Oh, now I can see everything. Now I can see Joe. I can see your icon, but I can't see the chat. Wow, I need to get back on the panel again and see it, because now I've got the entire screen is full. I can see I'm on the right top, Jim is on the left, and the bigger picture is Joe underneath. This is interesting.
Well, when you're on your phone, you can't see them both at the same time. Only if you're on a computer.
I'm gonna have to set something up. Well, I do all my live streaming and everything from just my phone, And I'm really close to with my watch hours. I'm about 400 and some odd watch hours away from being monetized.
Oh, that's good.
So I'm about to get a laptop so I can do my live streams and editing a lot better.
Well, I don't suggest doing your live streams when you're scratching tickets from a laptop. That'd be the
Oh no,
worst thing to do.
I would be doing my live streams from my phone, but doing all my other stuff with my
From the laptop.
studio and editing and everything through the laptop.
Right.
But all right, y'all, I've got to run.
All right.
Take
Have a good one. Have a
take
good
care of
one, Mike.
y'all. Yep, take care of yourselves, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Thanks for
Take
having me.
care.
All right.
All right, peace.
So how are you, Jim?
I'm tired, but I can't fall asleep.
Yeah, I had the same problem for about the last 3 hours.
And now that Maria's going to be home, probably in a little more than an hour.
Yeah.
I can actually start the coffee pot.
Mm. Jenna, you know I hate spiders. And you're going to use me to get rid of them? Thanks. At least I got use.
And trolls think they're going to be able to come up here. No way.
Mhm. I bet Finding Disneyland was. And I thought he hid under bridges. You know, Jenna, the other day when I commented, I thought he was hiding in a bush. All I saw when I joined was leaves. So I thought was in a bush.
I'm actually surprised.
Hmm.
I'm actually surprised Shorty Michelle isn't up here.
Yeah.
I know she's probably in the bushes.
Hmm.
Dominic, how's it going?
I just figured I'd come up for a little bit and distract myself a little bit from my brother.
Dominic doesn't come up on my live panels unless Maria's
Hmm.
up there.
Yeah.
Well, and I don't blame him.
Good dinner. No one's supposed to know I've not cleaned my room. It's a secret, you know.
Yeah, Bean, you never come on my panel either.
Yeah, Beanie, that's rude. Get on the panel. Normally it's a bad time for me. That's why I haven't joined before.
Ooh.
Jenna, you're never gonna be able to escape them diamonds. Once you find one, you're gonna find 1,000 more, no matter how careful you are. I've not
You
heard
know,
red. Mm,
there's this place I think it's in Arkansas.
mm,
It's called
yeah,
Diamond Beach.
yeah,
And if you find a diamond on that beach, you can keep it,
mm,
but you're only allowed one.
yeah. Do you think they scatter them every so often? So
And every now
for a
and then
reason to go.
every now and then someone finds a good one.
Mm, yeah, sounds cool.
I'm just collecting my daily bonus from Chumba so I don't forget.
Yeah, I don't think we have that in the UK.
When are you going to sleep? What's that? Oh, okay. Your brother not home yet? Oh, his car is outside? Okay. I don't remember seeing him come in. That shows you how much I pay attention in this house. Got 6 people in here.
Mm.
So Dominic, what are you doing this afternoon? Or maybe it's still morning by you.
Yeah, it should be around. Mm, well, my time is 9 p.m. It is, so Dominic could be an hour ahead or behind.
Is
And
it
that's just a
9:30 or
guess.
is it 9:30 or 10:30 by you, Joe?
It's 9:30 nearly by me.
Because I think he is 6 hours ahead.
Ah, I actually never really know any time zones. I'm bad. A friend in Sweden said his time zone was like an hour difference from me.
And everybody is so quiet in the chat.
Hmm. Even Jenna. Jenna, you need to make more noise.
What are you doing, Larry? Huh? Okay, can you feed her? Well, come up, Dominic. There's Bean.
Happy now.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
Thank
ain't
you.
slept. I ain't been to sleep yet. I've been running around live stream.
Yeah, I haven't been to sleep yet either. I've been up since, oh, I don't know, I think it was 10:30. I got up this morning.
I went and Matt Scratch Tuesday Live was in there joking around. And I told him I liked this month and he mentioned why I liked it, you know. And this dude come in there named Tyler come in there and said ban Beanie. And he turned around and said, no, I'm not banning him. And I was just sitting in the bushes just dying out laughing. I was like, well, kids are out of school for summer now, coming in there trolling. And he turned around and said, I know Jenna Beanie for 7 years. Good supporter. And then somebody just blocked him. And then another one come in there and try to do it again. I'm like, end of the day, what the weirdest thing, you know.
Yeah,
I was, I've been kind of running around in live stream messing with scratching mom all day.
Hmm.
And then I went and filmed and messed with her. Joe, were you on Game here, were you on the Miss Scratcher's live stream panel?
Yeah. The
I
end.
can't remember.
Yeah, and I knew said I needed a minute to get to my room. But I was going to be able to hear you before you left.
Yeah, well, you know, she did good right doing that extraordinary. She was learning good.
Yeah, I watched the replay. She's
Yeah,
learning.
she'll get used to it eventually, but I still think it's weird it wouldn't let her pin the link even though she's using a different device.
It depends how she's pinning it, because if she tries touching the message, she's gonna get the go to StreamYards. If she presses and
She was
holds
doing
her
what
name,
Roughneck told her to do. Roughneck told her to go on a different phone, on a different device through YouTube. Click on the
yeah,
yellow box. It should give her the option to pin it, but it wouldn't. Weird.
yeah.
But she went live to prove to D-Man that about hours that you get, you know, because D-Man's only getting 5 hours worth, you know.
I think StreamYards is punishing people.
I think they're punishing
That
people that got to paid out and paying for it.
go. No, they're punishing the people that go over their time to the point that it's like 6 to 10 hours. That's what they're doing.
They're either doing that
Because
or they're taking people that used to have the paid version and then canceled the paid version and went back to the free part, you know. And they could be punishing them that way.
Yeah. Give me a second. I'll just look at what I get on my normal account.
Oh yeah, there's another panel that's like
Mm.
between yours called EV Mux. That's like the name of it.
Yeah. But I don't know if this is true, but if I host a panel, Miss Scratcher could, in theory, stream that to her channel without interfering with her hours. But would have to turn my chat off just to make sure people go to her side. And that's if she wants to do it regularly. I can
Oh,
help
yeah.
out that way.
I was in DK live last night. Guy was in there and he kept saying he kept asking what state you in, and he said Ohio. Then the dude asked turned around and said, what state are these tickets from? And he's like, really? I just told you which state I'm in. And you can't clearly see that in the title it says Ohio tickets, and blankly on the tickets I'm scratching it says Ohio right on it.
Yeah.
And he just sitting there laughing at the dude.
Billing. I'm looking at my billing hours and hi Joy, how are you?
Hi, Joy.
So it's showing me I've got 20 hours.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I did see that Backseat Gorilla Productions went live last night.
Yeah.
I
I
didn't
just
go
went
on
up
there
there.
because he was playing Fortnite, and I didn't want to watch it because I don't like Fortnite.
I
kinda
would
worked
have gone
a little bit
in,
late.
but I'm having to try my hardest to sleep.
You gotta, if you can force your body to actually sleep, and get the amount of sleep you need, and you could do that just about every day, you'll get your body used to it to where you'll actually start sleeping that way.
Yeah.
Biscuits, how are you? Yeah, Maria already told me that she has to work Friday. So we're not gonna have marbles on Friday.
Joe, my mom's doing tomorrow.
What's that?
You're taking my dad to Vanderbilt Hospital in downtown Nashville because they're gonna, since he got that artery in his heart that they cannot do operation on because it's completely dead. They're gonna put a pacemaker in to make his heart pump better.
Yeah.
But I talked to her today. Talked to her yesterday. And she said he's been having dizzy spells real bad. I said, make sure he drinks plenty of water. And she said, I make sure, but they're saying it's not that doing it. It's because he needs that pacemaker. And I said, once he gets it in, he'll do better. It'll help.
Yeah, I got quite dizzy yesterday.
Did you drink plenty of water?
No, I drank tea.
You gotta drink plenty of liquid or you will get dizzy. I've got that bad thing. One day I walked in the kitchen and I grabbed the end of the counter where the sink was, stumped my toe, and I don't know why I started laughing. All I did was just turn around and you said, you dumb redheaded bitch, why are you laughing? You could have fell and passed out and really and been in an emergency room or something. But that happened to me one time. I walked into the kitchen and I grabbed this wall behind me and I grabbed it and I was holding on this phone. And all I remember is my butt hitting the floor. That's all I remember. I blacked out and I was holding my phone open. And I couldn't realize because I wasn't drinking enough.
Yeah. A few years ago, I actually started walking out of the room. I don't remember anything of what happened, but all I remember is opening my eyes and I'd fallen over and landed on the Hoover.
Yeah.
And turned it on. But I don't remember how I felt in any way. And I don't remember, and there was no bruises whatsoever. That
Well,
was
you know,
on.
yeah, well, you know, Joe, I get around just
Mm.
fine. I do everything myself, get around fine, pay my bills and everything I'm supposed to pay, and my
Mm.
medical bills, get it all set up on down payments and stuff to pay it all. But
Mm.
people are still like, why are you on disability then? And they said, is it because you don't have a vehicle? I said, no, it's not because of that. It's because I do have knee problems. I got that from when I had staples put in my knees because they weren't growing right. And I had to catch up with the puberty when they're growing. And then I had to go back in and have them retaken out. I had to learn how to walk a second time.
Yeah.
And it caused me to have knee problems the rest of my life that I could do with. And then
Mm.
I have occasional blacking out sometimes.
Yeah.
And I have weak bones too because I've got that
Yeah.
Klinefelter syndrome.
Mm.
And it causes a
That's
learning
not good.
disability. It has a little bit of learning disability to it where, I
Mm.
mean, I can work fine alone. For some reason, I can work by myself and I can work all day until I'm broke out and sweat, you know. But I got, like when I was working on the big dairy farm, you know, when I was working on my grandpa's big dairy farm, I could not function of how to work, you know. My brain just shut down. It did not want to do nothing,
Mm.
you know. And I asked my doctor that time. She said, "Yeah, that's part of Klinefelter syndrome. It'll cause your
Mm.
brain to just shut down, and you can't think, you can't work, you can't do nothing."
Yeah. The left side of this hand, well, from the middle finger to the small finger, I can't feel things properly.
Yeah, I figured out what else is causing my body aches right now.
Mm.
Is I don't have the pills that I need that are for the
Mm.
arthritis in my muscles. That's why I'm getting the body aches all over.
Mm.
Now my feet, they will during the day, they'll just turn solid purple for no apparent reason because I have
Mm.
poor circulation, and then at night my feet will just go to burning like crazy when I'm sleeping, and all that. And when I
Yeah.
take the covers off, my toes are just solid red, but nothing I can do about
Mm.
that.
Yeah.
Something I have to live with the rest of my life.
Mm.
You make your second video of your Pokemon cards.
I made the video, I just not edited it.
I've been looking for that, and I go, that little shit didn't put nothing out.
Mm.
Oh, Joe, if I have to kill another spider out in the garage, you know, because I find another harmless one,
Mm.
and I use you to kill it, your mama's gonna wonder what's that on center of your forehead. You gonna say dead spider because somebody used you with a baseball bat to kill it.
Mm.
But I'll save you trouble. I'll just use Daniel. I'll let the spider see Daniel. It'll get scared and run off.
Yeah, run off and or kill over.
But it was weird. I went out there. There was just a harmless spider sitting there on a little trim around the door outside
Mm.
against the wall. And I went and got my cobalt rubber mallet with the white head on it because the white head is supposed to be more of a harder material than the black. And I hit it and
Mm.
knocked it off, and it kept trying to run. And I just went off.
Mm.
I went to war on that thing. I mean, I murdered it.
Yeah.
When I looked I looked at the end of the mallet. It had 6 legs stuck to it, and the thing was just laying
Mm.
there. The thing was laying there, kind of twitching, and I just hit it again.
Mm.
The
Yeah,
hit,
I was watching a video, well, live stream, and one of them said, "Dad, there's a spider," and it obviously just coming from outside, and I'm like, "Hell no, I'm never going to Australia."
well, you know, that channel I meant to send to you, you know,
Mm.
'cause she's from Australia. She's got the chocolate chunk called Lost Cauldron. The
Yeah.
Lost Cauldron. Well, she was doing her new video that she did today. I mean, that she did yesterday, and she screamed,
Yeah.
and I was like, "What in the H is going on?" And she said, "Oh my
Mm.
God!" She was looking up. She said, "You can go in the bin," and she just swooped that spider up and let it go in the bin. And said, "You can stay in there." Cause it was coming
Hmm.
down from the ceiling. And I was like, I might, you know, in the day, I might find you attractive and everything. I wish you were my future wife, but in the day, I'm not living in that house. You got spiders coming out down from the ceiling.
Hmm.
Now, what would you do if you had a spider coming down from your ceiling toward you?
Um, you know how video boxes are quite big?
What?
You know how the old VCR boxes, they're
Yeah,
quite big when you got
yeah.
them. Well, if one was coming from the ceiling, grab the video box and close it and trap it in there, and then throw the video box out the window.
Well, remember you say something about that there was one room you won't go in anymore in that house?
Um,
Remember, I think you said something about that you saw a spider in there one time and you never went back in there.
oh, that was my brother's room. He saw a big spider, and literally, you probably could have heard it in Australia. His reaction.
Was he freaking out?
It wasn't me, it was my brother.
I know, but was he freaking out?
He pretty much he left the room and won't go back for ages.
And I could think one thing your sister would probably say, and your sister was like, "Oh, it's just a spider, just kill it."
No, she won't kill him.
Why?
She just won't kill bugs or anything.
Oh, she likes them.
No, she'll literally pick it up and put it outside.
Oh, I'm not touching the dang thing.
Not with hands, but with like a cup or something.
Oh, no, no. In the day, poison's going on that thing. I'm getting the raid. I'm spraying the dang thing. But in the day, I don't think they even come in her room because way you said she
Mm.
snores. They probably get scared.
Yeah.
Joy, my mobile internet's been like that here where I'm at. It used to not do that, but I don't know if it's their towers or what, but my internet's crap lately. I did have to block somebody from my channel. I had to do it the other day. I did that yesterday. I stripped the range and I blocked them. I haven't blocked them from Facebook yet, but I've already blocked them from Instagram, even though I wasn't following them on Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm waiting until they send me what they owe me. They promise they're going to send me. And then by the time I get that package in the mail, then I'll turn around and block them on Facebook.
Baby biscuits, I am good. Teddy's in the bushes. He should come up here.
And Jim, I'll type in the back chat and tell you who I blocked from my channel because I don't want to. That person might be watching. Here, let me do that. Joe, I can tell you back there. You can read it too.
Yeah. My mum was mean to me yesterday. I said to her I was going to start on all the edges of a puzzle. And I said, yeah, it's a round one, so it's going to take me a bit of a long time as it's loads of pieces. Oopsie, Jenna's kicked herself off. Jenna, you keep doing that. You type something and you kick yourself off by mistake. I hope you have a great day at work. Even though it's work, I'm hoping you have a great day, Joy. Mr. Honeybee, if you're there, Beanie's in the basement.
Nobody's in the basement.
Ah,
Oh, Bean is.
yeah.
Yeah, I hit the wrong button after I left the
Oh.
message back there. I hit the
That
arrow on my
happens.
phone, kicking myself off the panel and all the way off the YouTube app.
Mm,
I've done it so many times.
mm.
Joe, you read the back there?
I did.
I had to do it.
Mm,
That person been telling me over 6 months they were going to send me something. They ain't even doing it.
mm.
And then I got proof that they've been talking about me behind my back.
Mm.
Somebody gave me the proof.
But yeah, as I was saying, I told my mum I was doing a puzzle that's circle. The first thing she said was, "Don't spend too much time looking for the corners." A circle, like I'm looking for the corners.
Oh, I'm almost got that diamond art doing.
I've not actually done the diamond art. I did a small bit of it just to maybe post it or as a short, a bit of it, speed it up and put it as a short. I'm gonna try.
Yeah, well, when I was doing mine, I seen how many I like left, and
Mm.
I looked and I go, wait, how the? I said I was missing a bag of diamonds. How did it magically appear out of nowhere? Now that's really a mystery. How a bag of diamonds I was missing popped up for that
Mm.
diamond, and then all I got to go back is just go through my bags to fill in where I missed some at, and I'm doing.
Mm.
I
I think
that day,
sometimes you can overlook. I think sometimes you can overlook. That's one bag here and there.
but that one I showed you of Lord of the Rings,
Mm.
and today I would
Eddie,
never do
how you
one with that.
doing?
I would never do one of those kind of colors again. Ted, you coming up? I was waiting for Ted to do a live stream because he says I'm about firing one up after Northern Live and he never did nothing.
Mm.
He probably fell asleep.
Probably. I was messing with this Deborah or Deborah, whatever you call her name, and a live stream yesterday. She never said a word back to me.
Mm.
And I was like, I guess she's mad at me for something.
And he says he fell asleep watching Stephen Q.
I didn't even get a notification that they were live.
I did.
Well, I might have been sleeping that time too.
Mm.
Joe, I told Sarah in here in the chat because
Mm.
I think you're saying something about your voice, put her to sleep.
Yeah.
I started around and said, well, I fell asleep one time on Joe's panel.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I've had people say that my voice puts people to sleep.
Mm.
Because when I'm talking to Susan on the phone, she'll start yawning. I say, what you doing? She said, oh, no, nothing, nothing, I'm awake. And JSR just telling her I'm yawning, you know. Next thing you know,
Yeah.
she thinks they're sleeping. You can hear her snoring. And I'll say, Susan, you know you went to sleep on me over the phone. He said, yeah, because your
Mm.
voice keeps putting me to sleep.
Yeah.
She even told me that
Let me,
happened when she's in my life group. She'll goes off, go to sleep.
Yeah.
let me know if you see anyone in the basement.
I only can see when it's in the chat,
Yeah, it's
sadly.
in the chat.
Mm. Yeah, I would say if I see someone saying they want to come up.
Yeah, because I'm looking at something else right now.
Yeah, that's cool.
Well, it's all Ted's fault that I keep myself off panel.
Mm.
Joe, you happy you didn't get blamed this time?
Yeah.
Well, Joe, I thought, you know, Joe, I thought it was funny yesterday. Well,
Mm.
I think, no, not yet, that night that Miss Scratch was live, you know, doing a panel,
Yeah.
that she, told that one person in the live stream, told them to F off,
Mm.
and then she flipped them off.
Yeah. Yeah, I was watching that.
Yeah. Did you see what she said to me when she yelled at me? She gave me
Which
two.
time?
Remember, she flipped me off twice, and I flipped her off, and then she
Yeah.
turned around and flipped me off and said something to me.
Yeah.
I told her by the end of the day, I told her next time she goes to another panel, she'll probably yell at me and flip
Mm.
me off, you know. I told her by
Yeah.
the end of the day, you could do that, I don't care.
Yeah, she can do that with me. Swear
Yeah,
at me and
I
tease
told her
me a bit.
by the end of the day when I consider you like a BFF, you know,
Mm.
I don't give a crap what you say.
Mm.
But did you read the replay of the comments of the chat?
I did. I
Did you
did.
see the shit? Did you see what I was saying to her in the chat?
That I may have missed a bit
You know, if
of.
you do
I
go back and
was
reread the
re.
chat again, you got to see what I'm
Mm.
saying to her. I mean, we come in there and chat, and I
Mm.
turned around and I said something about him being hooked on phonics. You know, I said he was a blind.
Mm.
He was an old, blind, hooked on phonics man. I mean,
Yeah.
I just riding him hard. He just kept coming back in there
Mm.
laughing.
Yeah.
And go, you got a Nintendo 3DS?
Yeah.
I
I've
got
got
one, but I don't have
3DS.
a single game. I don't have a game to it at all when I'm playing.
Mm. I've got the only games I've got are Pokemon.
No, wait, I think I do. 'Cause I've got a shield somewhere. I just don't know where it is.
Mm.
That's of it's a zip up case, but to put the games
Mm.
in it, it's of Zelda's shield, you know,
Mm.
or Link shield. I mean, from Zelda. That's where
Mm.
those games are at. I'm trying to
Yeah.
find all that because eventually I'm gonna sell the system off, but I don't never play anymore. I don't need it since I've got a Switch.
Yeah. I've actually stopped playing the games console completely, but I still want to go back and play the games.
Yeah. Eventually I will get the Switch too, but I'm gonna get it when
Mm.
they mark the price down cheaper and they work on the
Yeah.
bugs on it. But by the time I do that, you know, And then I decided to get Mario Kart for it. I can actually play that online against people all over the world.
Yeah, I think I had Mario Kart at one point, and I can't remember any of the other games
Yeah.
I've had.
Well, you know, only thing I don't like about playing games against people all over the world, you know,
Mm.
that's just another way to get yourself hacked, you know.
Yeah.
Because by the time if you're playing against somebody in a foreign country,
Mm.
you don't know if they could be trying to steal your information.
Yeah. I just never really play online games.
Yeah, I've never been one to really play them against people. If I ever were to
Mhm.
play them, I play them against a friend that's just real local, and I really know
Yeah.
it's in my town, you know.
Mm. Yeah. It's understandable. It's a risky thing playing games online, it is.
Yeah, I've got 3 diamond arcs. I've got 2 diamond arcs coming today, and then I got one coming from Timo.
Yeah.
What's weird when I bought that one from Timo, they used to have where you have to spend I think up to $20 to be able to get it shipped to you.
Mm.
But when it said on an order when I got that one item, I only had to pay $2.95 for shipping to get
Yeah.
it shipped to me. And I thought that's weird.
Mm.
And then it said it was coming from somewhere here in the States, even though the thing
Hey,
says made in
Dominic.
China.
Mm. Hey, Dominic.
So that was kind of neat, you know.
Mm.
I got the little rooster from called it Hee from Moana.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Julia when I got it.
Yeah. I know
And
you've been
then from
wanting to get
Amazon, I
that.
got me a thing to store more diamonds in, but they're not round. They're not the round containers. They're more of a rectangle style. And it comes with a label to
Mm.
put on it and a little pet carrying
Yeah.
case type thing. And then I got Baby Boot Diamond, where she's in a red dress holding her little dog. And then the other one was Star Wars Diamond art.
Mm. Oh, cool.
Yeah, I got them really cheap. It's all in my bag because I got to save money to get my boots. And I'm getting a Scooby Doo from Dollar Steel to wear to an event I'm going to this month. And I think it'll be in downtown Nashville I go to. I'm going with Alex and Robin too.
Mm.
And then I decided just to have the pest control come out here and do the spraying for me. They only charged me $35 to spray the inside and
Yeah.
every nook and cranny in the basement and inside the house and in the garage and in between the doors and
Yeah.
you do that. And then when he does the outside, he don't charge me nothing to do the outside. He does that for free.
Mm. Yeah.
I mean, I could do it myself, but I got to talk to the hunters about the kind of poison I was going to get, you know, to make sure she knows it's the right one because she works for a pest control company.
Yeah.
But I told my mom by the end of the day I could be spraying the basement and spraying every nook and cranny. I come across a big spider, I'll be dropping it, spraying them, running for the hills.
Mm.
I won't get the rest of the poison out. The only reason I would think about doing it myself is because you have to stay an inch away from the baseboard when you're mopping, because if you don't, you'll take that poison right up.
Mm.
And I
Yeah.
was thinking, oh, I could, if I were to mop the base against the edge of the baseboard, I could just spray it right back down.
Yeah.
Ernie went live.
Yeah.
I guess he's back to working again.
Yeah. He's probably had a couple of days off. Yes.
Well, you know why he had the days off.
Oh, I do. Yeah.
All right, Dominic, you're quiet.
Hey, I woke up like 2 hours ago. I had to do something real quick. Just not took my time. Be for lunch. Just kidding. No, I don't have a lot to talk about right now. Nothing happening special. Everything is fine. Pretty much it. Cool.
Yeah, I don't either. I talked about all my stuff, I think, within the first 5 minutes of coming on.
Mostly about the upcoming hospital visit, right? My dad is about to go in a hospital to has some surgery. Again, last time was a month ago.
Right now, I'm losing all these chips on Chumba Casino.
Hitting the slots.
Yeah, slots. And periodically, I'm checking to make sure no one's in the basement.
I'm reading the latest bullshit on Reddit.
I want to make some coffee, but I don't want to get up to do it.
I know this thing, but I have it mostly with food. I'm waiting it out. Yes.
Just watching my chip count deplete. Seven spins, nothing.
Is it real money too? You have to buy those shit for real money.
I can buy more beanie. That's about it.
Oh, give there's the honeybee a bunch of change for all his dad. Well, Riz was up here talking about Atlanta, Georgia, and I kept getting hit with ads for that. Now I keep getting these Shakira ads.
Hmm.
Either Shakira ads or an ad about Georgia or cabinets to go or food. All I get.
Yeah.
Or the dang Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 tablet.
Gave me the one bonus I didn't want.
That's the way it always goes. You never get the bonus you really want.
Ah, crap. Looks like I'm gonna get more out of 8 spins than I am with 20.
Yeah.
This shit ain't random. They know what they're doing.
Hmm.
Is it raining on the British Isle over there, Joe?
Um, I've got the blinds down.
Oh.
As far as I can tell, and I don't really want to look out the window, but I will.
I don't want to force it, but it's raining over here,
There's
so I
a
figured.
forest. Oh wait, that's my garden. Never mind. It's sunny at the moment.
Wow, yeah, it's raining over here, but it's going on an off and on mode of. It rains for
Yeah,
5 minutes, then it stops. It rains for 5 minutes, and then it stops again.
yeah. Hi, Miss Honeybee.
At least one thing.
Jen,
The weather is
I'll
sorry.
take that.
Joe,
There's
Joe, falling.
loads.
But Joe, if you go falling, just start. I'm screaming. Yeah, Daniel pushed me. Daniel pushed me.
Yeah. Jenna, I'll show you a picture, but it's not to be shown to anyone else.
Oh, crap. Yeah, we're getting all this rain. We're talking about Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I don't get no good weekend. It's going to rain again.
Mm.
And we're going back in the 70s on Sunday. Crap.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to share this with you, Jenna. And no, I'll send you this picture.
Oh, I thought you saw it on here.
No, I can't show
just
it
a-
on here. My mum would
Just a
kill
weird
me.
question.
Hmm.
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you, but I'm actually kind of curious right now. Jim, is it true Elon Musk got kicked out of the White House by Trump, or is that
No.
just news?
No, Elon Musk
Okay.
did not get kicked out of the White House. In fact, Trump presented Elon Musk with a golden key to the White House.
Which means, yeah, kind of
Well,
can go
Maria.
in and out like he pleased to, or
Maria, you can come up on the panel.
there she is. Hi, Maria. Yeah, come up on the panel.
I'm waiting to see you in the basement.
I know, Jenna. The worst thing is, we don't go out there because of spiders and foxes, and we got really fed up because the other neighbors that used to live there planted bamboo in the ground, not in plant pots where it should go. They planted it in the ground and it grew all the way into our garden and infested one side of our garden.
Well, you know,
And they
how
pay.
your clothes up to dry on the line if it's all grown up?
We've got things at home that can dry just as
Got it
easy as,
inside the house?
yeah.
Well,
I'll show you when they're not in use. Oh,
Yeah.
well.
I'm gonna have to talk to mother over there. I'm gonna say,
Sadly,
Mom, you get out there and you mow the yard. Or if you don't, You know, you go over there. You see that big old tree over there? You see that? You see it switch over there? That's about 60 centimeters round. I want you to break it off for your spanking.
Sadly, because of like back problems that I have, I can't do any of the garden.
Why don't anybody mow it?
It's basically because of my brother doesn't like certain things, and he really hates spiders, and that's where they hang out, in that back garden.
But you know, if you actually mow the yard, down, you will take care of what gives them a place to hide.
I know, it's just we can't get anything done with that garden. Where we live used to be a wood yard. For years, that's all it was, is a wood yard. And other things have come in from the neighbour to the left, one lot's
Yeah, I
coming
saw
from
what
the
you
neighbour
typed
to
in
the
there.
right.
You said what?
Yeah, what was wrong with your panel? I couldn't get up there.
I don't know. Did it
I
put you?
tried 3-4 times.
Did it put you in the basement?
No.
Jim, I had to. Yeah, it asked me the same thing. Either connect with YouTube or Facebook. What you want to do is go on YouTube and just put in your email address. I think there's some sort of measurement.
Stop. It's your phone.
I didn't have
Because when I
problems
do
on that
this,
too.
Just come and show
I think
me.
it's for
I
first.
might-
what I did. You click this. Okay, this is the crapola I get. I get this. Continue with YouTube,
Alright.
continue with Facebook. I continue with
Yeah,
YouTube. Please check an
it's
account. I hit
verification.
this
All right.
and it didn't do shit.
Hang on, let me see.
It stayed on that screen.
Let's see.
I said, fuck
That's
it.
the
I'm
same
gonna
issue.
film it.
Mine let me up without any issue.
Yeah, same. I didn't have an issue coming up.
I had to sign in with YouTube. So I clicked on the YouTube button, continue with YouTube. I put in my email address, and then it just wanted a fingerprint from me. I have a fingerprint sensor on my phone. I don't know how it will be working on Maria's side, but
No,
that's what I
it
had to
doesn't
do.
do anything when I click my email for YouTube, it doesn't do anything. It stays on the same screen and won't go over to the next one.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is.
It is weird.
Oh, this isn't old.
That's
Yes,
screen
I
there for you.
And then I was almost home in the subdivision. I said, fuck it, I'm almost home. Wait.
Hmm. I mean, it should say something at least after hitting this YouTube bar. Kind of weird. I'm gonna lie.
You see, it didn't do anything for you either, did it?
Maria, can you put it on the screen like Jim is filming your display and we can see where you're going when you click on the YouTube bar?
Yeah, when I click on continue with YouTube, it says choose an email account that you want to sign in with.
Enter your password.
I sign in with mine and it doesn't go off that screen. It stays on the same screen.
Enter your password.
I know my password.
I didn't know it either. I had to put up my fingerprint.
In the book.
I know, because I don't remember the password.
Yeah, it's kind of sometimes a little bit tricky. I got this shit like 3 times, I think. I was being able to come on anyways, but sometimes it's kind of tricky. In most of the cases, like when Teddy is kicking up a panel, you just click on continue to studio, and most of the case
Can I
that's
see
it.
that a minute?
No, it's not in here.
Maria,
I never wrote that
Stop.
down.
stop. Can I see this a minute?
Yeah, go ahead and look. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. It should be on the front here under Gmail. I probably think I know what it is by heart. Where there? There's not staying.
There it is right there.
Is it the one I thought it was? Yeah, I knew it by heart.
Your Google password.
I knew it by heart. No, I don't want to say password. You're signing back into StreamYard at this, and I gotta continue. Oh, because you gotta update your privacy policy?
Whatever they want, it's their site.
Well, I'm not gonna enter now because I'm home, so it don't really matter. So
Okay, can you get me some coffee?
it just said I was trying on the, even when I got to the subdivision, I'm like, this fucking won't work, so I'm almost at home.
Don't ever get aggravated. Just let me take a look at it.
It happens every time when you're live. Everybody else,
Maybe Jim has some verification measurement installed in place.
he's got me
No.
blocked, that's what it is.
Because we actually use the same StreamYard.
Maybe it's
don't have-
this free version. Might be the free version, so you gotta kind of verify yourself because it's the free trial. But I could be wrong though.
I don't know. I used to have
I don't
that
know
issue
either.
before, but I don't have that issue anymore.
No, I think it has been perfectly fine to get on your panel before. Like I have been on your panel like a couple of times now, and I
Well,
think
no,
this specific
I'm
issue was
talking
like
about
2
is-
times on every.
what I'm talking about is when you're on the phone here, if you're on an iPhone, you have to use Safari, and if you're on a Samsung phone, you have to use Google.
Well,
So,
you don't wanna go out there, the bees are out there,
you
Right.
know,
you're gonna get bit.
and I was signing her in through Safari. And
While
it
she's
just
using
wasn't letting-
Android.
It just wasn't letting her get to the next screen, but I ended up doing it where she got to the next screen.
No, okay.
Honey, did you have me blocked?
I don't have you blocked.
Hold on, Luna, I'm gonna get you another can of food,
I had to block Ruby Fisher though.
cause the thing is empty here,
I thought I had her blocked.
so let's go get another thing of food. No,
Oh,
Luna,
no, she was saying,
oh, was she?
yeah,
No, you're not going outside. The bees are right there,
go. Go.
you're gonna get stung.
Yeah, she's definitely blocked. Ruby Fisher at 9:58 a.m. on my time. She was blocked like 1.5 hours ago, or 2.5. Nee, 1.5 hours. You hide her away. Ruby Fisher has been hidden away by Mr. Honeybee Scratcher.
Put sugar in this.
Yes. Don't put sugar in it.
How many people do I have in my room anyway? I got 5 people in here. Did you even
It's the
like it?
time.
Yes, I shouldn't have, cause I couldn't get on there, so I shouldn't have liked it.
That's funny.
I should have took my leg away.
See, Teddy won't come up when I do a panel. I had to pay Dominic to come up here.
Yeah, you like to visit with us.
No, he likes to visit with you.
Come on now, Jim. I think I've hung around a lot on your panels, but you don't cite as many.
Hey, don't
But I-
take off your clothes in front of me. Really? Larry had some. But you can't let that shit sit for days. Why don't you eat the rest of that meatloaf?
In the other refrigerator. Well,
I tell you, if something sits in the refrigerator more than 2 days, it's gotta go.
Mm,
I didn't feed her, Larry did.
you go to bed.
Probably.
oh,
And Ryan Blaney won the race last night.
Sorry,
Kyle Larson came in 8th.
that's bad. Watching Sonic.
Yeah, after he spent most of the time in the low 30s.
Oh, yeah.
Do you see Kenyon's car out there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm hoping he's sleeping. Right?
I'm sure he is after working out.
We're gonna do that soon too.
Ooh,
You and I are drinking some soda.
right.
Yes, we are.
Hey, I said, don't take off your clothes in front of me.
Doing anything.
I'm good.
I'll wait till I go upstairs and then you can see me in all my nakedness. I saw when I was on the way home that Teddy was in the room.
Yeah, but he won't come up on the panel.
I don't know why.
He doesn't like me.
no, he either fell asleep or he's eating eggs and bacon.
You know,
He was probably having video sex with Joey.
Dominic was the only one that didn't say hello to me when I typed in his name.
Ooh.
Joe said hello to me. Beanie said hello to me first.
Ooh.
I don't think there are a whole lot of people in the chat right now.
Dominic might be mad at you.
Jim, stop it! I'm not mad at Maria for whatever reason. If it would be so, I would know about it. Stop teasing me.
What do you got on your phone?
Oh, I got this, your thing up.
Oh, lower your volume.
It just, shows 6 people.
All right.
You've been on how long?
Less than a couple hours. 2 hours.
Is that it? Oh, okay. I mean, it's 5:30 in the morning. People wake up.
Oh, Granite State Scratcher was in here.
I saw him. Couldn't say hello.
I
because
think
that was-
around this time it's normally quite slow.
I was busy.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, it's the 5 o'clock in the morning hour right now over there in the US. So
Yep,
a lot
5:30
of
in the
people,
morning.
either way, most people just waking up to get ready for work and school, or the night old just fell asleep.
I heard
You know,
Frankie said that Tyler's sister was in the hospital.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, damn.
Dehydration, I think.
Yeah, and she's pregnant.
Yeah. 7 months, 7.5 months.
Mm.
See, you had that meatloaf, you got that Spanish rice.
Mexican rice, whatever. I mix 2 different packages together.
There's always Maria's beef stew. 4:32. Jenna, are you in California or something?
No, he's in
In
Tennessee.
In Tennessee?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's an hour behind me.
Mhm.
Hold on.
Half the state is on Eastern time, and the other half the state is on Central time.
And Dominic-
Oh yeah, that's the exact same thing I just wanted to ask, because I got a friend of mine over there in Tennessee, Chattanooga, and he's I think he is online with your time zone.
Yes.
Right, and Dominic.
Yeah. Okay. Then.
It's 11:30 in the evening for him. Holy
In the
crap.
morning.
In the morning, I mean.
In the morning, yeah. Yeah.
Almost lunchtime.
They just went for people I work. I have free for today. But I gotta do a couple of things later on. So I'll be heading into the city and do stuff and all this.
So is that all the Spanish rice?
Mm. If I don't finish, I'm just gonna dump it out.
Okay. Well, you won't finish all that.
Yeah, it's too much enough.
Is all the meatloaf gone?
One.
Pitch that too.
I guess I'll have to tell everyone.
I just don't eat a lot anymore.
I'll just have to tell everyone in my next live that no marbles on Friday. I gotta work.
They already know.
Okay, then. Another Friday having to work. 6 days.
So it's every Friday now, or is it just a couple of Fridays?
Now it's just going to be a couple of Fridays. A week from this Friday, she'll have off because it's going to be Father's Day weekend.
Yeah.
So she'll be off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then,
No, Father's Day
Oh.
was already here.
no, that's okay. And
Yeah.
then after that, then she'll probably work that Friday again. So
Yep.
they must have a lot of production to do this week.
Well, yeah, because they want to get all this stuff done before July shutdown, because we'll be off the whole week.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they got July shut down, so they're trying to put out as much as they can now.
So we'll be off one whole week.
So
I
then
know
she'll
this,
be out a week.
I've worked in the industry before myself. It's kind of like a phase where they have to go into overproduction, and then there were breaks like the summer break, where most people are in summer vacation. The whole industry facility area was literally a dead town. You barely saw anybody because everyone was on vacation. But sometimes people really have to do a whole lot more. Like they're gonna go and overwork because they have either way they closed a new contraction with a business partner, or they got a very very big order for semi trucks, because the facility brand I was working on produced semi trucks, MAN, if you know this brand. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It was fun.
What they're supposed to do at shutdown when we're not there is the maintenance people are supposed to go ahead and fix all machines that are
Yeah,
not
that's
working
right.
well, but of course they never do that either.
I had to stay on the facility area all year round. And whenever the summer break came over, you got all the maintenance people on the production line and on the assembly line, and fixing all those machines and all the infrastructure.
Some of the machines need to be replaced. You can't keep putting a Band-Aid on and expect it to keep working.
Are they that old, or just every once in a while you gotta exchange those machines? That's right. You cannot maintain them to death.
My company is cheap.
But it shouldn't be, especially if you got way more orders, and it shouldn't be cheap.
I had to change my,
But
I think I can even show you a couple of pictures from where I used to work. Hold on. Do you guys want to see the first diesel engine that ever has been produced? And it's the original one.
cool.
That's the first one.
What do
That's the
you do
the first diesel engine that ever has been produced, and I'm sitting right in front of it. It's on the MAN facility.
Okay.
Let's see. What else do we got? There we got some old trucks from them, like really old ones. You even have this kind of chain translation right here.
Oh, all right.
Hold on. Yeah. And this is one of the facility halls I used to work in. Like I was responsible for all the IT devices that kept on connecting the machines. So I was in the IT network team. Yeah, that's kind of overhead. Sorry.
So what do you do? Where do you work now?
Still IT service, but in a different company. I did stuff like this here. We repatched LAN wires and all this in LFL and normal LAN.
Okay.
This is so funny. This guy on the left side is one of the facility workers. He worked on the assembly line as well. He was so fat he kind of had to keep his door open because somebody else was sitting in the car.
Oh,
Couldn't.
okay.
He was yeah. He was kind of obese, but he was such a cool guy. Oh, my old baby. That's some time ago. Let's see what else we got.
What
Oh,
did you
yeah.
say, Jimmy Hitchens? What?
say that again?
You said I have to change my what? Hmm.
Yeah, that's it. I don't have any more.
Oh, my shoes.
All right, Beanie.
All right, well, Maria is done eating, so
Yes,
I'm gonna sign off
so we can get some sleep.
so we can go upstairs.
Get some rest before your doctor's appointment. Oh, Beanie left too?
No, he's there.
Oh, okay, he's back on the chat because he said he
Thanks.
was gonna, before he falls
Oh, yeah.
asleep on the panel. Good
All right.
night, Joe. Good night, Dominic.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Good night, Bean.
Beanie, good night.
Good night, everyone in the bushes. Granite State.
Stay safe, everyone.
Granite State says hello, Maria.
Hi, Granite State Scratcher.
He was off talking to some coworkers.
Oh, okay. That's okay. No worries.
He says, take care.
I'm gonna try to get some sleep and then we'll go to your doctor.
All right.
So I'm ready.
All right, everybody. You all have a good one. Talk
Good
to you
night,
soon.
guys.